Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new review. I'm in Volkswagen, obviously gonna check the new Volkswagen Passat facelift. So welcome ladies and gentlemen, it's a little busy day in Volkswagen. So this is the new key, looks like the one you can see in Arteon. So it's a little level up, you get this chrome details, but this is the new Volkswagen Passat facelift. Now there are two packages now. There is the business and the elegance, which is this one. This one also has obviously the R Line package. So let's check it out. I'm going to show you in this video in depth all the details, the infotainment, and we're going to check out as well the business model exterior. Now, as we can see on the front, familiar look. Top lights are redesigned, but they have same shape. Bottom fog lights are a little bit redesigned, more aggressive a little bit. We have fog lights LED on the bottom in all packages. On the top, these are the IQ LED matrix lights on the base model. I'm going to show you later. You have also full LED lights besides the blinker. That's the only thing that has a bulb. Now let's move closer to see this. You can see IQ LED lights from the side. Now the top part is daytime running light that turns into sequential hazard light or blinker, or just your light that shows direction when you're turning. On the front, now standard adaptive cruise control up to 210 kilometers per hour. We have a fish eye lens 180 degrees for a 360 parking system. On this one, R Line badge. Now this R Line package gives you a little bit of nice blacked out details, and in this model we have 19-inch wheels. It's beautifully cut. Now you can get either 17, 18 or 19-inch. 19-inch are the top size. Now also R Line badge on the side. Something I'm going to cut in somewhere. Fuel cap. If you press here, this is a diesel. If you turn on here, you can always put it here. That's what this is for. And then you have your AdBlue here as well. Now look on the back of the vehicle. We have new also LED lights. These are redesigned. They do a coming, leaving home function, starting, a little light show. Now, on the base version, you also get full LED lights. I'm gonna show you that later. On the bottom, an R Line package, you get this little reflector, and then this sort of chrome fake exhaust. Unfortunately, because the real exhaust, if I put the whole car into perspective, sorry for shaking, is on your left side. Now, I don't know if I can go lower, but I think you can see the exhaust pipe. Now, the trunk is massive. You press here, it opens. 500 and, if I'm not mistaken, 36 liters of space. There's a wide space. Even this is now a little bit wider, so you can easier put stuff inside. Now you have your convenient hooks for groceries. You have side space. You have a 12-volt socket on your right side. On the left side, even bigger space for the side. And then you have here high space. If you pull this up, you can see there's a spare wheel space. Of course, this model only has patching kit, first aid, and maybe an amplifier. Yeah, this has the upgraded speakers. There are two tether points over here and on the other side. You can see them over there as well. Now the seats knock down as usual 40-60 with the middle hatch opening for the skis or gloves. Golf gloves. And you have light on the top, only one. Wish it was maybe LED. If you want to knock down the seats, you pull here. So if I pull down, you can see the seat kind of open up. Sometimes it knocks down depending. Sometimes maybe the seat belt stopped it. Now on the top, push here to close. Automatic closing. Now let's check the back space. Now, perfect closing sound. Now if we knock down the seat, the doors open really wide if you have kids. There's a big space here. Now you can put longer objects. I believe this could be flat if it's arranged a little bit better. Now you have a tether point on the top for the child seats. If you want to open from the driver's position, from the door position, just open here, have seat belt. Of course, you have seat points on the back, on both seats. Now we have nice leather with some sort of carbon imitation. This is some sort of black gray with some contrast stitching on the sides. On the back, this is all nice soft plastic, high quality materials, leather, also contrast stitching. Nice speakers, dual speakers. And then we have these red lights, aluminum doorstep. Now let's sit inside. Good closing sound. Now as you can see, plenty of knee space. Now I'm gonna sit in the front. I've adjusted the seat and there's plenty of space. On the bottom we have a 12-volt charger. We have AC for the back passengers. On the seats, standard pocket, and the seats go really down deep, even the back area of the seat. And we have here plastic going inside, so you have more elbow space. Good big windows, good visibility on the back. Even on the top, the roof is going inwards, so you have more space. This is black part of the R Line package. Have LED lights on the top, and if I change, you can see 6.6 or 2 meters tall. My head is touching. If I would be an average person, I probably had enough space for space for my head. Let's check the front area of the car. Now you have still hooks, which was in the previous generation as well. Now we have good double ceilings on the top, one seal on the bottom, going all the way. And then when you were washing the car, there's no water residue on the top because the doors go really low. Also, with the window down, not too much rattling sound. That is really good. Well made, Volkswagen. Now also your red light, and then on the bottom white light for the driver door. Over here you have some information about tire pressure and similar. Now this is mostly the same high quality materials. Again, you can lock the rear windows, electronic. You have heated and folded mirrors. Now we have Dynaudio speakers that are upgradable. These are the upgraded speakers. Over here, nice bottle space, and you can pop the trunk through here. Now below the seat, this is the amplifier, and of course, as part of the R Line package, you get the aluminum sports pedals and your footrest. Now again, on the bottom, aluminum doorstep. No R Line badge though in this model. We have ergo comfort seats, so the seats are electronically adjustable back and forward, and the lumbar support, and up and down is manual in this case, as well as the extension for your knees. Now what's good is that the extension is connected. Now there's no gap, so there won't be any food leftovers in it. So that's good thinking, Volkswagen. That's a step up. And on the seat you have here, you can extend the forward the headrest. Now let's jump inside. It's really busy today in Volkswagen, so it's kind of a little noisy. I apologize about that. My timing was I guess not the best. Of course, we're gonna pop the hood later. Just not to forget, here you have a little compartment where you can put maybe keys or I don't know, some change. And we have new light switch. Finally, Volkswagen decided to change this, and of course it's pretty self-explained. You turn the lights off. These are your position, your night lights, and you should just leave them on auto. If you everything is, the lights are automatic, they're gonna adjust to the traffic in front of you, everything, just leave it on auto always. And if you need fog lights, there's no pulling outside anymore. You just press here for front fog lights or here for back fog lights. It turned it off because the car is not on. Now, good closing sound, and I'm just gonna rest the keys here for a moment, and let's check the new steering wheel. Now, we saw this in the new T-Cross. Now all Volkswagen cars are getting this new steering wheel, finally a redesign. Now this is the R Line badge, as you can see, really well made. I like this chrome details going around. The leather is nice and soft, perforated on the sides. Now these are sort of vegan leather. This means this is artificial leather. It's soft, it feels like a real leather, but no animals were hurt. Now you have your controls for the cruise, for your volume, and for your voice commands, view. For the infotainment, you can change the infotainment options here and stations on the radio. One critic still, for my taste, I like the Audi and Skoda and the Volkswagen Group that have little roller for the volume, but that's just maybe personal taste of mine. Now we have a new digital cockpit, which is an option. This is a 10 inch, something similar, 10 inch 0.2. It's a little bit shrink than the previous generation, but it's more precise and sharp. The graphics is more sharp. Now if we look at the interior, I mean the top cockpit, it's mostly the same. We have upgraded speakers on the top, just not to forget that. Now this car has the upgraded screen, so if I'm not mistaken, this is a either 8-inch screen or 9-inch screen. Now this model doesn't have any fobs on the side. This is just pure touch screen, so you have volume up and down to turn it on, off, home, and menu. We're gonna get into that in a moment. And we have on the top Passat name. Now with hazards, I think this really looks beautiful. The button looks quality made. Some people are going to regret that there is no analog clock. That was classy, but Volkswagen decided to remove that. Of course, you still have AC vents that are connected all the way to the passenger side, and we have a big glove compartment with an LED light, still cooled. You can have AC inside, and no CD or DVD player anymore. Now, of course, Volkswagen comes with the WeConnect. So these are some of the services, navigation. You can unlock the key with your phone, infotainment, safety, and some other stuff. Of course, this is all nice carpeting. Have here space for your business cards, for your coins, and for a pen. Pretty spacious glove compartment. Now back to the middle area. We have still pretty classic Volkswagen AC. That hasn't changed. It's pretty safe to use while you're driving. Good feeling, good sound. Of course, you have heated seats. This car has winter package. The AC is automatic. This one's upgraded 3-zone, so driver, co-driver, and the back for the passengers. Now what's changed, there is no more closed space here. This is open. And we have a phone charger. If I get here, you can see that's a rubber mat. And now we have here a USB-C. No more USB-A in the Passat. Start stop engine button, still well made, nice. Auto off, and we have here parking sensors, if I'm not mistaken, with the camera. I'm gonna check that in a moment when we turn the ignition. We have 7-speed automatic. You can either get 7-speed automatic or 6-speed manual, depending on your engine choice. Of course, still shutter here with the cup holders, and you have this adjustable, so it doesn't matter the size of the cup. And we have electronic parking brake and auto hold. This is only in the elegance package. In the business, you don't get auto hold. Of course, a little space here, I'm not sure what this for, and a 12-volt charger here. I believe it was before the pre-facelift model in front of the transmission. Of course, we have a leather armrest that has levels. You can extend. Pretty nice convenient space. And then we have a pretty decent space inside with a USB-C charger. We close this. Now the seats. This is another look. This is what I wanted to show you. You can extend here. The seats, you can adjust them. These are with the R Line logo, part of the R Line package. Pretty comfortable. I show you this is upgraded. Now if I turn the camera to myself, you can see plenty of headspace on the front seat. Now as you can see, I was sitting in the back. I haven't removed the seat. There's plenty of knee room, which means I can move the seat. It's manual again, a little bit forward, and I would have even more knee space on the back. Now this steering wheel has sport paddles. I guess I missed it. This is classic wipers and your lights or your blinkers. Now let's turn on the infotainment. Now we need to press start stop. We have nice white illumination in the car, really nice with this piano black finish and the chrome details on the side as well. Your only light switches, you have yellow, green, and then if you turn on the fogs as well, you have front and rear, not to miss. Now this is the cockpit. I'm gonna focus on that and the infotainment now. Now the infotainment, this is when it's off. I mean, the screen is not off, but you have four clock face watches. This is the first one. This is the second one, more digital. This is more classic. And this is also a sort of classic with a date on the bottom. Screen is big, it's responsive. And this is the front screen. Now I can notice it's kind of flickering on the camera. Now if I move closer, I hope it's going to stop. The graphics are beautiful, sharp. In person, they're not flashing. Everything is nicely laid out. I even like this side. We have fuel and the temperature. Now, I think the infotainment needs to be on, so you press here. You get to this this is the menu. If you press the menu, you're gonna get into this. And then if you press home, you're gonna get this sort of layout. You have here navigation, you're gonna have phone, playlist. Of course, you can customize both of these. And you see here a little hand. In this area, there's a sensor. So if you swipe your hand, you can use hand gestures. You have compass, vehicle status, help to adjust everything, since refueling, and some other favorites you can adjust. Now on the top of the screen, on top of the clock, there's this little pull down menu. So when you pull down the menu, you have instrument switches like the brightness. You can see. Watch the AC. It's daylight, so you probably can't see it. You have here audio, air care, navigation, and you can set here a lot of stuff, of course. Now let's get back to the main menu. Again, you can use hands, gestures. Now we have here media, so you can have music, videos. Sources are FM or DAB digital radio, My Media, Bluetooth audio, or internet radio. Of course, you come back, we have App Connect. You can connect your Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, or just use MirrorLink. And navigation. And now the navigation is a new upgrade. You have a completely new navigation system that is faster, more crispier graphics. I'm waiting to test the car so I can see this in person, how it works on the road. Of course, you can type here in, this is like Zagreb airport, for example. Like I can
please drive to the route shown.
Okay, so it shows you the route. You can see it's blue, and then you get it in the digital cockpit as well. Now I would like to cancel this route. Let me see here. Okay, doesn't matter. We're going to ignore the route. Of course, you can have here day layout, changes to the day layout. Now it is automatic. It has a sensor on the top, but the sensor can be fooled sometimes if it's in a shade. Stop route guidance. The screen is nice. It is fast, as you can see. Really responsive. You can use pinch to zoom. Of course, you can press, if I'm not mistaken, just on auto. You can adjust a lot of things here. I'm not going to go into depth into navigation, but over here on this side you can see like the points of the route. If we go back, you have driver assistance. Now the new Volkswagen Passat is equipped with a lot of new standard safety features like adaptive cruise control, so you can have in front of your car distance set to medium, late, early, or off. It's active. You can adjust it on the steering wheel. Now it's also cool, you have traffic recognition, so you can set, I've set here for example 10 kilometers above the speed limit that's tolerated in Croatia, above 100 kilometers at only 10% below speeds of 100 kilometers. You have also tow assistance. If you're towing a trailer or something, you have assistance for lane assist. You can activate the steering wheel vibration. Personally, I don't like that. And it also has sensors that monitor your driving, and they tell you if you're tired. And this really works well because in new statistics you can see there's a lot of less accidents with the people who are driving longer. Of course, here's a shortcut. You can have all these features. If we go back to the menu, you can connect your phone. I'm not going to do that now. You can always use emergency calls, which are on the top. I haven't covered that. I'm going to come back to this. And of course, this is your radio, classic. You have station list in this, or you can have your presets here. I don't know. If you want to memorize a station, you just press. Usually loads the avatar. At this moment the car is not fully on. I mean, the engine's not on, so it might not be working. Now let's hear the music. It's pretty loud here. Now I wish I can mute the music. You can use it here. I would like to find a better station, so let's try it out now. Now you're gonna have to trust me that the speakers are, especially this upgraded, really good. It's hard to pick the sound on the phone. Although iPhone microphone is pretty good, but it's not that good. I would always personally get the upgraded speakers if you are really a fan of acoustics, of sound. That's just my suggestion here. Now, if I put up the window so you have less noise, you can hear how the cabin has soundproof everything. We cannot hear people around me. It's kind of busy day in Volkswagen here. There's days when there's no one, and there's days when it's really super busy. Now you have here users. This is new stuff. You have user. You can use your mobile phone as a key. We just download the Volkswagen app and you can unlock the car. You can borrow your car to a family member or, you know, trusted friend. And you can set up here a user. I'm not going to do that now, but you can set your driving preferences, your driving style, and similar stuff. If I go back here to the vehicle, over here we have vehicle status. Of course, the car is low on fuel. You have Digital Cockpit. I'm going to show you a little bit later. Since start, think blue, add blue, and vehicle status. You can see here actually tire pressure, or, you know, if the lights are not working or something similar, you're going to get that information here. Over here you have settings, and here you can activate, you can play with the settings of the ESC, tire pressure, lights, like the illumination, footwell, coming, leaving home function, mirror wipers, instrument cluster, eco tips, convenience, consumers. We can turn them off, oil temperature, digital speed display, and you can reset your trips here as well, and other stuff like units. Now there's also a different menu if you go to the next page, which is here. If you go to settings on this, here you have screen options. You have time, date, language. You can turn on the screen when you tap to have sounds. I personally don't like that. You have now Wi-Fi and a eSIM card, so you can share. You can buy a data on Volkswagen and you can use it. Now the voice commands work on English and Croatian. For Croatian audience, it doesn't work. I tried it. Volkswagen hasn't yet done that. But here you have some legal information. I'm sure you all don't really care about that. No one's going to look into that. You have here a shop. I'm not sure if I think it's personally not working. Here in Croatia, it's still loading. I waited for it before. Over here you have help if you need assistance with the layout of the screen and the gestures you can use, or voice controls. Now, of course, there are sound options here, so you can adjust the sound to a different what's the word I'm looking for? Not just instrument, but different sounds. You know, if you're listening to electronic music, either or more voice, vocals, or, you know, instrumental. Of course, you can play here with a position. You can change the position towards the driver if you want to enjoy the music, or you can just reset it, or you can place it towards the back passengers. Of course, there's volume here, voice control, some other information, and then you can adjust here treble, mid, bass. Even we can, I don't know, turn the bass maybe a little bit, treble, mid. And then if we go to radio, let's just check this again. Definitely bass is better, but I cannot play the music too long not to get a copyright strike. That's why I need to talk while the music is playing to fool the algorithm. And for the end, we have AC controls. Of course, if you press the menu, just for example, if I go to the menu and I press down the menu, you can see it comes back to the AC menu. So you have front, or you can choose rear climate control, as mentioned, 3-zone climate control. Air care, you can activate that, and it filters, I guess, the air coming from inside. Over here you have automatic air recirculation, supply heater, and over here you can, press here, you can lower or turn on the heat. If we go above, this should turn red. Sometimes it takes a little bit time, or you can just use the manual, which I love. By the way, I did dislike that the new Golf 8 doesn't have manual controls. Over here you can control the fan speed, or on the bottom, of course, pretty classical Volkswagen AC. Over here you can press either which direction, or you want, but of course it works on the bottom here as well. Of course, this is the front maximum blow, and press here to signs. I'm going to turn it on really low or off. Now there isn't off button anymore. You just push it like this and it's off, as you can see. But I'm gonna keep it on. Actually, it's on the side. I'm wrong. I'm just gonna leave it at really low, not to get suffocated here. I think we've covered the infotainment, the middle. Now let's focus on the front cockpit. Now, before you go, as mentioned in vehicle settings, you can select here Digital Cockpit. I'm going to back up like this. Now we have watch the bubbles. You have classic without anything. You have digital with information for driving, navigation, your range. Of course, you can change these. You can swap these like whatever you like, both of them. You can personalize both of this. I'm going to leave it on classic now so we can focus on our screen. I just wanted to show you they can change that in the main menu. Now, over here, I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see here, if we press view, you can have different views, and this is the classic one. Now, if you press on the sides, you can have audio, phone, you can have vehicle status, driving data, assistance. If I go up and down, you can see lane assist, ACC. Now the car needs to be or a speed limiter. It needs to be on for to change some of these features. And we can move here so you can see this is your radar when you're driving. You can see cars in front of it in the distance. You can see navigation, so you can switch here the distance, like the scale you're watching. Over here you can change stations, radio stations, of course. And then if you move here, you would change contacts and information you can see here. And then of course you would change other information. So the car needs to be on. But again, if I press to view in this one, you can see full screen, how it looks a little bit different, more clear. Again, just going through the menus for all the options. Now, one of the menus, actually I think that was removed. Now all the menus have the navigation, which is cool, Now this is probably the best if you want to focus on navigation. It's kind of or I don't know, just this is the best for navigation. But personally, I like the classic. Leave your comments. What kind of preferences do you like? Now, to finish the interior, on the top still thin bezel, really beautiful mirror. You have passenger airbag information on the top. You have LEDs on the top. The car is the doors are open or closed. Rear LED lights. Now this is the back look. This is the side look. No blind spots. Really good visibility around this car. And this is some sort of my look. Wow, the screen was really flipping at the moment. So this is my look. These are the long beams. This is the LED lights are on. You can see the reflection in that Golf in front of us. And as you can see, good visibility. The mirrors are nice. And now we have a little bit of a hip. It was before here. The side mirrors are still the same. They are foldable. I think I've covered all. Now what I want to show you is the front lights. Now the car is going to be flipping, but I just want to show you all the lights. Now if we move to the front, you can see the fog lights are LED. This little sides are your also daytime running lights with the top one, and then these are the main lights when they're on. You can see individual inside LED lights. If I come closer, now these are adaptive lights. They adapt to the front traffic. There's a little camera on the top that monitors not only lanes and monitors other traffic in front of you. Then it's going to turn off some of these, not to blind other drivers in front of you from the incoming traffic and the traffic in front of you. Forward parking sensors are standard. On the mirror, there is a camera here. Of course, you have LED light on the back. And if we check out the back LED lights, beautiful design. You have 3 of these. Now these are fog lights, and on the upgraded lights, LED lights, you have dual fog lights, as on the standard model you don't. I'm gonna turn the ignition off, and when you leave, of course, you get all of this informations for the car. Now you're wondering about the price. So this is the 2.0 TDI, excuse me, DSG 7-speed automatic as mentioned. There's some average fuel consumptions. This is a Lapiz blue metallic color. Now, I don't know if you can see, it's really nice in person. It looks attractive. And interior is flint gray Titan black. So there's a lot of extra equipment on this car, as we Connect Plus for 3 years, IQ LED matrix lights, and 19-inch wheels. Let me see here. So the tires are also air stops. So if you puncture a tire, it's run flat. Navigation screen, okay, 12 inches. I was wrong. So I thought maybe it was 10. It's a 12-inch screen. And we have 360 area view camera system, R Line package, Dynaudio Confidence, upgraded speakers, and sport suspension. So the car is 15 millimeters lower. Now, this is with the taxes price and special taxes in Croatia, kind of expensive. So this is the full price for the car, bottom one. I'm going to type it down in. And now, not to forget the engine bay. Now we still get a damper on the Passat, which is really nice. If I back up, you can see how it looks in person. Now on the top, this is a little bit different for the heat. 4-cylinder, so you can see 4-cylinder engine to recharge. No more TDI, no more Volkswagen badge. This is just flat. Of course, the rest is pretty standard. Your coolant antifreeze and your washer fluid, battery, your brakes, rest, just leave them to mechanics when you get to the regular service. So before we finish this video, I want to show you the business model. Before we switch to the business model, when you lock the car, mirrors fold, but when you unlock it, when it's daytime, they do a little, nighttime, they do the gimmick. So I'm gonna close it again and then lock it again. Now when you lock the car, obviously in the daytime it doesn't do that, but in the nighttime it plays with the lights, really nice. Now by video magic we transferred to the Passat. This is also a new, as you can see, facelift, redesigned front bumper, and the base LED lights. Now this comes with the 17-inch, if I'm not mistaken, tires, alloy wheels, and the bottom fog lights are LED, top lights are LED, 2 of those. This is the long beam. You have 2 LED lights and a blinker. If I come closer, you can see here, these are all LED besides this one. These are the daytime running lights. So I'm going to jump into the car and show you. This is the business package. This is the 150 horsepower version. The blue one was 190. So this is the 6-speed manual. No, actually, excuse me. This is the also DSG 7-speed automatic. This one has the 8-inch screen. So these are 17-inch tires, and this is the price with taxes. So, and this is the base price in the configurator. So I'm just gonna go to the back first to show you these LED lights and the back look. So less obvious fake exhaust, and these are your base LED lights. As you can see, there are LEDs, no sequential turn signals, just to show you the 17-inch wheels. And if we check the interior, we have a little bit different here trim. This is really elegant, nice glossy finish. We also have same seats. These are just cloth and without the sport logos. So if I sit inside, just to show you, this is the standard classical needles gauge cluster, speedometer, and the odometer. This is the standard steering wheel without the R badge, but everything else is the same, just without the perforated leather on the side. Still have the sport paddles, still 7-speed automatic, just a little bit smaller screen. And this one, if we turn it on, welcome to Volkswagen. Now we have this little fobs for the volume. I personally love that, and for the stations. So it's turning kind of slow, but actually let's just turn the gauge cluster, turn on the contact. So the engine is not on, so this is pre-check light. Do not say that the engine is broken, that's just foolish. Really nice classical white with red needles and white background. I wish the middle screen was maybe in color, but that's it. Same features, same watches here, and if you press, it's pretty much the same. If you have media, you have navigations on the side. As you can see, same thing here. You have a car here. You have menu. It's a little bit different layout for these. You also have, as you can see, that extra, hand gestures. On the top, same, of course, blinkers in the side mirrors, which I personally love. And on the top, this one has a gray finish. As you can see, that airbag information, this was here. Everything is the rest the same. The back look, and even this. So this model has auto hold. I guess this was maybe upgrade. But yeah, that's kind of it. And not to forget what I came to show you here. Gonna pull everything on. So to show you the base LED lights, I don't think the car looks bad at all with the base LED lights, to be honest. You do have blinkers that I forgot to turn on. This is detailed videos, so I need to turn them on. There you go. And let's check the back. So this one only has one fog light, would be that. No blinkers that are sequential, but these are LED lights. Of course, you press here, the camera pops out on the bottom of the logo. If you were interested in that information. Now, this one doesn't have the cameras. Now, I switched to another car. Of course, this is the variant version, also with the R Line package, black color. Now, this is the DSG Elegance, 190 horsepower, and this is the 9.2 inch, so that's why I'm mistaken. So, just to show you a quick look of the interior, this is some sort of silver trim. You have beautiful seats with Alcantara and white contrast stitching. This is also the R Line. Now this one's in Croatian, same large screen, as you can see. I do love this silver trim personally. Now, this one doesn't have the black roof, as you can see. And then if I move to the back, you can see that space now. Have in mind, I was in front, this is way forward. Now, if you move this, I want to show you the back space. See, plenty of space. Maybe went too much forward with the seat, but plenty of space. Good closing sound, nice armrest with 2 integrated cup holders. I think I forgot to show you. I'll show you this, there's more light in here. I love this Alcantara, this is my favorite option. Long windows, and as you can see, plenty of space for 2 meter tall, 6.6. Enough headroom for long travels. You know, to show you, now the glass roof is optional if you're interested. This is the back look, and if we press here, so 650 liters. I'm gonna try backing up here, put the whole car into the frame. So you can see massive, this is just massive. Flat bottom, that's pretty nice. Spill wear space. Now you can pull this out. So if you pull it all the way and then push it downwards, slide right down. As you can see now, you have even more space and it's not flat anymore. Now you have extra storage space here, 12-volt charger. You can knock down the seats on both sides, more space here, and seats knocked down same way. 40-60. Actually, in this configuration, I think the seats, actually they're still 60-40. And what's interesting, you have 2 levels here. You press once and you can press twice to fully remove the shade. This is the closing, and that's it. As well, massive shout out to Volkswagen for working with me, letting me review the cars. If you're in Croatia, definitely go check them out and check the new deals you can get. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. This was the old look of the new Volkswagen Passat. I hope you like it. I'm gonna wait for the car to get registered so I can take it for a test drive and do a point of view video. Until then, make sure to subscribe to this channel not to miss that video. Click that little bell to get notifications when I upload a new video. And I want to hear your comments below. What do you think about the new Volkswagen Passat? There's a lot of new technologies. There's only 2 packages now, and there is no entry-level package anymore. So the price is a little bit higher, but I think the base models are really well equipped. Now, I really like to hear your opinions about the new Volkswagen Passat facelift version, so leave your comment below. And if you like this video, give it a massive like, helps a lot. And I'm going to see you in the next one. As always, stay safe on the road. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye.